By June of 2036, New Zealand's prison population is projected to reach over 15,200 people, a 35% increase. This includes a 48% jump in people held on remand, many of whom are behind bars while still awaiting trial. Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith presents these numbers as evidence of success. From the government's perspective, a growing prison population is the primary metric of a tough-on-crime approach that keeps the public safe. This chart shows the general population of New Zealand, where Māori make up 15% of the country. But those figures shift inside the justice system. Māori account for 52% of all male prisoners and 71% of all women sentenced to imprisonment. These projections are the direct consequence of new policy. The Ministry of Justice expects the prison population to rise because of specific changes to how people are sentenced and held. To understand the intent behind this $1.9 billion infrastructure expansion, we have to look at the mechanics of the law itself and who those mechanics are designed to capture. The first stage of this pipeline begins in the courtroom. Under the Sentencing Amendment Act, the government has removed funding for Section 27 cultural background reports. This diagram illustrates the new sentencing timeline. The law now mandates that any sentence reductions a judge grants for mitigating factors are capped at 40%. Consider a 19-year-old Maori defendant like Tane. He has a history of trauma and has been in state care since age 7. Previous laws allowed judges to weigh that specific history when determining a fair sentence. Now, without funded cultural reports and blocked by the 40% cap, a judge is legally prevented from applying restorative justice principles to Tane's case. The Ministry of Justice estimates that this cap alone will add 1,350 people to the prison system. By limiting judicial discretion, the state has mandated longer sentences for individuals already failed by other government systems before they ever reached a courtroom. The pipeline extends outside the courtroom and into the community through the newly enacted Gangs Act. This law broadens the definition of criminal behavior to include association and movement, shifting the focus from specific illegal acts to social connections. Take Hine, a grandmother with no criminal record. She attends a family gathering where her son, who has gang connections, is also present. Maori social organization is built around wākapapa, genealogical connection. Family ties and iwi identity are not optional choices, they are inherent to who a person is. Under the new law, Hine's presence at a family event is legally precarious. The legislation targets the basic social structures of Māori life, rather than isolating individual criminal actors. This effectively turns family bonds and community gatherings into zones of legal jeopardy, widening the net of state surveillance. The third stage of the pipeline is the aftermath. Wāhine Māori now represent 71% of the female prison population. When a mother like Aroha is sentenced under these new restrictions, she is frequently sent to prison while her children enter the state care system. These demographic rings show a clear pattern. While Wāhine Māori are 71% of the female prison population, Māori children make up 69% of those in state care. Imprisoning mothers at this scale cuts off the intergenerational transmission of language, culture, and identity. This cycle of state intervention ensures that the next generation of Māori children is often processed by government institutions before they even reach adulthood. The government is committing $1.9 billion to build new prison beds, while spending roughly $201,000 per prisoner every year. This multi-billion-dollar investment in incarceration coincides with funding cuts for kaupapa Māori health providers, youth services, and addiction treatments that prevent crime at its source. Even upon release, the system creates barriers. Many formerly imprisoned people are excluded from primary health organization in moments, leaving them without health care when re-entering society. The projected 35% growth in the prison population reflects a political decision to warehouse social failures rather than address them. It prioritizes the building of cages over the resourcing of communities. True safety requires investment in people, not just infrastructure. Looking past the press releases reveals a system where the price of a tough-on-crime narrative is paid for in Māori lives and Māori futures.